Hey everyone, you know that feeling when you're learning Spanish and you just feel stuck? Like you can say you like something, but that's about it? Well, this explainer is for you. We're going to break down how to go way beyond the basics and start talking with the kind of flow and detail that sounds really natural.
All right, let's kick things off with a question that I swear gets everybody at first. You want to say, I like it. Sounds so simple, right? But the way it's done in Spanish, well, it opens up a whole different way of looking at the world.
Okay, so the answer is me gusta. Easy, right? Well, not so fast. The real mystery, the thing we're going to crack today, is why it feels so, well, backwards compared to English. Getting this is the key that's going to unlock a huge piece of the puzzle for you.
So here's our game plan. We're going to build your skills step by step. We'll start with that weird Gustar thing. Then see, it's actually part of a bigger pattern. After that, we'll learn how to add emotion, explain your reasons, and then, finally, tie it all together to tell a real story. All right, first up, let's really get into this. To get this right, you got to do a little mental gymnastics, kind of flip your thinking around when it comes to liking something.
So here it is, the big secret. In Spanish, you don't say, I like the book. No, you say, the book is pleasing to me. The star of the show isn't you, it's the thing you like. Once you make that little mental switch, I promise everything else is going to click.
Okay, check out this formula. That first column, totally optional. You use it when you want to add some emphasis. But that second column, the me, te, le, you absolutely cannot skip that part. And look at the verb. It's either gusta for one thing or an action, and gustan for a bunch of things. That's it.
Let's see it in action. A los niños les gusta el helado de chocolate. Literally, this means, to the kids, the chocolate ice cream is pleasing. See? El helado is singular, so the verb is gusta. They match up perfectly.
Okay, now for a plural example. No me gustan mucho las películas bélicas. I'm not a big fan of war films. This time, what's being liked is las películas, plural, so the verb has to be gustan. It's all about the movies doing the pleasing, not me.
All right, let's move on. And here's the best part. Seriously, you might be thinking gustar is just this one weird verb you have to memorize, but it's not. It's actually the leader of a whole pack of super useful verbs.
So think about it. The second you nail gustar, you've basically learned how to use all of these verbs too. Verbs for loving something, being interested, getting annoyed, even being in pain. They all play by the exact same backwards rules. The thing is the subject, and it's doing the action to you. And yeah, you use them the exact same way. Me duelen las muelas. My molars, plural, are hurting me. Or check this one out. Me encanta relajarme en la playa. Relaxing on the beach, that's a single activity, it delights me. It's the same pattern over and over.
Okay, so you've got the basics down. You can say you like something, but, life is way more interesting than just like or dislike, right? So this next part is all about adding some flavor, some real feeling to what you're saying.
With just these 4 little words, you can paint a whole picture of how you feel. They just slide right into the sentence and tell people exactly how much or how little you're into something.
And look how easy this is. You start simple. Me gusta cocinar. I like to cook. Fine, but let's add some detail. Bam! Me gusta bastante cocinar. Now we know you like to cook quite a bit. It's that simple to level up your sentence. Okay, pay attention here, because this is a really common mix-up. If you say, me gusta poco bailar, it's kind of soft. It means you like dancing a little, or maybe you don't like it that much. But if you absolutely despise something, you got to bring in the double negative. No me gusta nada los deportes de riesgo. I don't like risky sports at all. See how that nada just adds so much punch? This next step, you guys, is where you go from sounding like a student to sounding like a natural. Saying what you feel is great, but explaining why? That's a total game changer.
All right, so para versus por qué. What is the deal? Think of it like this. Para is about looking forward. It's your goal. It answers what for, and you just use the basic verb, the infinitive, like to be in shape. But por qué looks backward. It's the reason or the cause. It answers why, and it needs a full sentence, a complete thought, like because I want to be in shape.
Okay, we've got all the pieces on the table. We can talk about feelings, add intensity, explain our reasons. Now for the final, most important part, the glue. We're going to look at the little words that connect all these ideas and turn them into a real story.
Seriously, when you're telling any kind of story, these 4 words are going to be your new best friends. They're like little road signs for your listener. Primero, luego, después, por último. They just lay out the whole sequence, so it's super clear and easy to follow.
And that's not all. Your toolkit gets even bigger. You want to show cause and effect? Use words like por eso or entonces, that's why or so. Want to give an example to prove your point? Throw in a por ejemplo or a como. Honestly, using these little words is what separates good Spanish from great Spanish.
So let's see what this looks like in the wild. Primero nos levantamos, luego vamos a la playa y después tomamos el aperitivo. Por último, volvemos a casa y preparamos la comida. See that? The connecting words just walk us through the entire day. It's not just a boring list, it's a story.
And there you have it. We started with one single, kind of weird phrase, me gusta, and now you have all the building blocks you need to tell a whole story, to share your opinions, and to talk about your feelings with real detail.
So, the only thing left to ask is, what are you going to do with this? What's that story you've been wanting to tell? Now you've got the tools. Go tell it in Spanish.